All right, guys, in part 2 here of the repair tractor video, we're going to include a list of the parts and what that costs to do all these repairs on this tractor myself. And one of these little tools is a lifesaver when you break off a bunch of stuff inside your bolt housing. So I'll put that tool out here in a little clip as well. And that should wrap up part 2 of repairing broken loader bolts. All right, guys, part 2 of this bolt extraction on my John Deere. I broke that one bolt off at the last video, and it has taken hours to figure this out. All I have to say is start slow and start in the center with a small bit and work your way out. Don't get in a hurry and get your bit crooked in here and start lopsided and break off your extractor, because there's chunks of drill bit in there. I broke off 2 drill bits trying to drill around the extractor to get it loose to get it out, and I was unsuccessful. But what I've found the most success with is these. I don't know if you can see it. These little tools here help you drill around, and you can see this one got beat up pretty bad, taking out that extractor. I have another one. I know these are super expensive. I inherited these from an uncle, and it has saved my bacon here in getting this bolt out. I think I'm gonna have some success getting this bolt out, but putting new threads in might be another challenge. All right, I'm peeling the extractor out and the drill bits as well. I was able to file around with that other, that diamond pointed round bit. I was able to file out and get these out. There's a whole bunch of them that I got stuck in there. There's 3 drill bits in total that I lost the ends in here. That other one I'll have to get out without holding this camera phone. All right, I got that all out and I destroyed this. We're gonna run the thread chaser through here and try to get a bite with a bolt. But what I'll end up doing is probably JB welding this bolt right in here. All right, we got the left side put back together. I put some marker on there so that I can identify if these loosen up. I did use red Loctite though, so I don't think these are gonna loosen up if I let it cure long enough. Same underneath. I got those put in. This bolt here on the lower right was not in there when I got this tractor, so I actually added that bolt to it. And it looks like that bolt will hold this frame, or this loader mount piece, to the actual frame back here, so it's an extra point of securement. This bracket is for the belly mower. This is something that if you have, you'd want to keep that on there. All right, so I will say that this bit set did work. I got a little overzealous and broke that one off by not having it centered. These bits were pretty good as well. They do not... In part 2 of the broken loader bolts, I've included the costs of the bolts and the tools that it took me to do that. And without labor, without taking it to a shop, it still cost me $174.26. Not included is cutting oil and cleaners, carb cleaners, brake cleaners, part cleaners. None of that's included. So roughly about $200 it cost me to repair it myself. Now I could have saved a ton of money by not going through the trouble of learning how to break off extractor bits inside the tractor. So some of these tools weren't necessarily needed. Now that I know how to do it correctly the next time, I could save myself probably $80 here. So, I mean, about $100. But if you were to buy parts at John Deere, it would be a lot more affordable. Their bolts were 3 for $1.78. When I went to the local farm stores, they were $3 average a piece, and you need quite a few bolts. I ended up replacing all of the bolts. So somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10 bolts I replaced. So that cost started to add up when you were buying them at $3 a piece. But I would highly recommend going to John Deere. The problem is that I bought them all out of stock at John Deere. And that's why I only ended up with 3 bolts there and had to buy the rest at 2 separate farm stores because I bought all of them out as well. I will include the finishing touches of putting it back together and a couple of small clips of what it looked like extracting the broken bolt and what I used to do that. Without that tool, it would have not been possible. I would have had to have given up on it and welded it in. These 2 tools right here were essential in taking out the broken extractor and getting a surface that I could get a bigger drill bit on to get in there and clean out that stuff. And then I just used a simple shop vac. This is the set of extractors that I used. I highly recommend them. I got a little overzealous and broke this one off by using too much power. And I would say go slow and center your hole when you make a cut with this bit before you go and use these extractors. Make sure you're centered and go slow.